Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome if this is the first time to my channel, and welcome back if you've been here previously. I really appreciate it. This is Missy, aka Mama Fox, and we are working on our Magic Library Book Nook. This is our third build, and we are going to put together a bookshelf today. So is it gonna be a full hour? I don't know, because really we're just gonna put the bookshelf, we're gonna build it, and we're going to put our books on it. This is where we ended up last time. All of our books that were on the blocks were made. Previously we had made our books with the inserts and little rolled up newspapers. So let's just jump in. So I'm going to real quickly move these over to the side. If you watched my last video, you saw how long it took for me to figure out these stacks. So I'm going to keep them in order of how they're going to go on my bookshelf, because I don't want that mess again. And now we need to grab our wood. So what do we need? We need 10 somethings. So I just got to look through them. We just got to look through them, okay? They are dark wood. So yeah, I think so. 103, 5s and 6. Oh, it's I, so that's G. Maybe? Yeah, that's H. Oh, F. That's F. Wow, how did I get my F and my H mixed up? Wow. That's H. Okay, I see it. It's not super dark, it's the medium. So these are I's. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Whoops, I didn't want the J's. Okay, so we need 103. 103s are here. We're going to need 2 of these. Okay. Just going to look and see. No. Actually, I'm going to take a cue. Okay, well, I just did it. I should have cut them. Anyways. I'm going to show you. So some of them have a little bit of residue left over here. Now you should probably sand those off. But again, if you've seen any of my videos, I don't like sandpaper. I don't like the sound of it. I don't like the feel of it. So I just use my X-Acto knife and cut flush to make sure all those are off. But I did want to show you, because I pulled them out, I didn't cut them out. You see a little tiny piece here, see that little light spot, kind of pulled. Instead of leaving extra on here, it took a little bit, and that's okay. It is the tiniest bit. Sometimes you'll get them like, I've had them all the way across. You take off the whole layer, but this one's fine. It's no big deal. Okay, and then we need 105. 105. Why does it have 2 arrows, but they both go to this piece? So we need a 105 and then 3 106s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're just going to cut out this whole row here. I'm kind of guessing on where the little notches are. I seem to be guessing right. Not so much on that one. Okay, well. Oh, you want to notch the side. Wow, these guys really notch these all to heck. Like, I've had some so little notch that as I pick them up, they fall out, you know. And these ones just, they want to stay. Okay, so let's not get our 105. Oh, 105 has a notch. Okay, so we'll know. Just gonna clean up the edges super quick. There's only a couple little spots. 106s, 105s, and then we need a 104, which is the big one here. Okay. Come on out. Come on out. Just on that one side. All right, and then we need two 107s, and these are the nice decorative little ones here. Oh, I think I might have put in too deep on that one. We'll see. And if you watched my last video, I played a couple of my new songs that I made. Just wanted to apologize. I did not realize how low it was, because to me, it was quite loud. But I guess maybe I have a filtering on my phone. I'm not sure, but I do apologize for that. But if you caught any of it, sounded good, go check out the videos. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to start with our sides here. And so these ones are nice because they all are notched. So they all have these little notches on them. Generally, that I found they're usually just flat. You just gotta like find where in there, how far up do you put in. These solve that for you. I wish they all were like this. So we're gonna make this sure this notch here is on the top bottom. Okay, now I am going to use a little bit of my Aleene's tacky glue and just put on just put it here on the side, so as it goes in, it's gonna squish down. Yeah, because these aren't like super tight or anything. So I'm just gonna do the top three here. Third one. Now they're not going to stay straight until I put that other side on, so I'm not going to worry about it. On our fourth one, oh, this pay attention, Missy. We need a top. And then this one is going to, we want to make sure that notch is on the top so that it sticks out the front. Okay, now we're going to put, oh, it did not stay at all. So I'm just going to lean it up so I can put a little bit of glue on each of these sides here without making a total mess. Okay, and again, making sure that notch. I am so sorry, guys. Am I working off camera? I do apologize. We're going to make sure that notch is on the bottom facing what will be the front. So I'm just going to start here at the bottom and just maybe place them in there and then just work my way up. And then I am going to go ahead and turn it back on its side so that I can make sure it's squared and not, we don't want it to dry twisted. And I want to make sure that those are all pushed in. Make sure that top is on flat. Okay, then we're going to take 104, our big one, and we have 3 little inlets for our three things that are sticking out here. So again, I'm just going to put the glue on the side beside those. That's where it's going to touch the other piece. All right, now that we've got glue on all 3 sides, I'm going to turn this just so I can be easier to place it for me. Snap it down, make sure it's level, and squeeze those edges together. We want that to make contact from top to bottom if we can. This one does seem a little bit maybe crooked. A little warped, that's the word I was looking for. So let's do the best we can. All right, and then the decorative ones are just going to go on top of here. So you're going to go all the way out to the sides. That's what I wanted to measure, if they were going all the way out to the side. Yes. So there's no, well, I guess maybe the little, they kind of look like bees in the middle. They're gonna be swooping out. I don't think it would matter because it's just decorative, but you know. So I'm just gonna take my little precision tip here and run it around the edge. And then I'm just going to dart it in a little bit. Some of these are bigger and some of them are a little bit finer. So I'm just going to give it a little touches on some of the bigger spots. Okay. You know, and yeah, then I'm going to glue the other side too first before I put them on. That way I can put them on together, make sure they're touching, make sure they're even on each side. You could put them on individually though, that would be fine because it does reach each edge, so just line it up on the edge and make sure you're not overlapping because you don't want to take up the second one's space. I overglue. Obviously, guys, I overglue. You probably don't need that much glue. But, you know, I'm going to put one on the inside there because it is going to lock into this one here, which I have to turn around. And then I'm going to squeeze them together and place them, and then make sure that they are on all 4 sides even Steven here, guys. We don't want any highs, any lows. Perfect. And then I'm just going to give it a little gentle push down. I don't want to smash it down because I don't want these sides to come flipping out, you know. Because again, this is Aleene's tacky glue, so it's nice and tacky already, but it's not completely dry. So I want to still be a little gentle. Okay. We have made our first bookshelf. We're going to have a couple of these throughout the build. So yeah, remember these stacks of books? Remember these? We're going to build up this shelf. We're going to put them on here now. So, the books with inserts, now they're going to go spine side towards us. Now I am still going to use the white glue because these don't have to really be in a hurry to dry. And this is just going to go right up top here. All right, and then we need our little, I guess it's like a little urn maybe. It's not quite sure. I mean, it's a bead for sure, but no, it's not even a bead. Yes, it is a bead. This is a bead for us, but for them it looks like maybe a little urn or something. So we're going to put this right on the other side of that very top spot. There we go. Top shelf is built. So now we know from my wanderings through books yesterday, excuse me, this top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf. So I'm going to just start at the top, and these are the only two things on this top shelf. So we're just going to give it some glue here, and then slide it on the shelf. Okay, I'm not going to slide it, I'm going to move it in and then hold it down. And then we're going to do the same thing with our second piece. Again, you probably don't need this much glue. And these are going to go not right up next to the edge, but close. Alright, so we have our first two little shelves there, all ready to go. Let's keep it moving. Our third one are going to be the 3 stand-ups. And again, not like butted up, but this one's even closer to the edge. Oop. And these ones are going to lay down next to it. And then this one is going to, a single one is going to lay down even right next to it. The happiness of art. The friendship of art. That's right, the friendship of art. Guys, help me out. Isn't it the art of friendship? Maybe that's copyrighted. I don't know. That's when I first saw that, I was just cracking up. The friendship of art. Maybe it's a thing I don't know about. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is that a thing? Friendship of art? Okay, got our third row built. We're almost done. Oh no, on top of it, I'm like, the finish doesn't look the way. I forgot, on top of this, we're going to take our 4 previously rolled up little newspaper thingies here. And we're going to, so they have 3 stacked and then 1 kind of across. So just gonna do that. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use my super glue for this. I want them to dry up quick. I also don't glue right on the fold. It would probably be okay to do that. Just, I don't know. I just don't. Okay, got 2 of them. But of course I didn't pay attention to this one, and it puts me right on the fold, which I just said, oh, I don't glue on the fold. And here's where, yeah, I'm gonna have super glue on me. That's okay. And then this one I'm just going to give it a bit in the center, kind of, because I don't know. And I'm gonna use my tweezers because I really don't want to stick my fingers in that super glue. And we're just gonna go across the center here. And I just kind of put it in the center because I didn't know how far, if they were going to hang off the edges or what. And now these are going to go and slide into our shelf. So I'm kind of thinking we want the back flat. I think it's going to go probably against a wall. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on the book versus the maps or the newspapers, whatever they are. I think these ones are actually maps. And then use my finger to just, whoops, to make it fall. Use my finger on the back to just make sure it's flush. Boy, those stick out a lot. Oh, those are pretty big. But that's okay. So, there are little, I think these ones are maps. Those are little maps. And, but on the back, everything's flush so that it can go and lean up against the wall and not have any problems. I've done it before where I've centered that. See, it does stick out quite a bit. That's okay. I've centered that before, and then because it's been glued in so good, I've had to actually cut the backs off when they bumped into a wall. So I don't want to do that. If it doesn't go in a wall, then that's fine. They'll just stick out. All right. Let's keep it going on our bottom shelf. So we've got one more stack of books here. Not quite to the edging. Now, I said these two are going to lean up against it. And there's plenty of space because we have to make a little vase first. And so, you know, when you lean books, you can lean them at any degree, depending on the space you have. So I want to find out how much space I have before I glue them in. Oh, I just wiping up some of the excess glue. It will dry clear, it's no big deal, but I slid it, so it was quite a bit. Okay, so my pieces I'm going to need are this little, I don't know, it looks like a vase to me. And then just want to make sure I get the right piece. I've done it before where I grabbed the wrong one. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's this one. I just want to make sure there's nothing else. Oh, are those the same? Yeah, those two are the same. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. So this little piece, little decorative piece here, is just going to sit right on top of that vase, kind of like a bowl. So I'm just, whoop. I'm actually going to put it on the inside of the vase, the glue, right on the inside lip, because the top piece is rounded, and I don't know exactly, excuse me, I don't know exactly where it's going to hit on here. And then just make sure that it's level. And we have ourselves a little vase. So now I'm carefully going to put some glue on the bottom. These two pieces are metal, so this is not dry yet at all. So I'm just being gentle not to lose that top. And now we're going to put it on this other side of that bottom shelf. Okay, now we can see how much space we have between the two on this bottom shelf here to lean our two books. So, I mean, I could have done the leaning before, but I probably would have done it too shallow. They would have looked a little more stand up. So now I know how far I can lean. So I'm going to take that first one. I always like to put a little bit of glue on the top kind of edge corner where it's going to lean against the book, and then on the bottom back corner where it's going to touch the ground, or the shelf. And then we're going to do the same thing for this one, only this one is probably going to be much more touching. Much more the top part of the book's going to touch that first book. Oh, don't knock over the whatever I just made. The vase. Okay, guys. There is the shelves of our first bookshelf. So now we just have a couple little things. It shows that on the side, on this side here, we need to cut out a few little posters, are they? Maybe. Let's see. What are they? What are they? 1, 10, 12, 11, 13. So 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. So again, in the library, so it looks like article kind of, I don't know, something. Not sure exactly what they are, but they're gonna just kind of be on the side of our shelf. So I'm just gonna cut these out individually because they are three different sizes. So instead of stair stepping, I'm just gonna cut these out because there's so much space in between. So, whoop, off-roading again. Off-roading again, Missy. Come on. It's kind of like one of those, do you color in the lines or do you color outside of the lines? Now, as a kid, I always colored in the lines, and I would get mad if I went outside the line. Literally, I would tear out my page of my color book if I went outside the line, even for a second, a little bit. I would tear it out. I couldn't even just start a new one. I had to like obliterate it. No one could see. So I had to tear them out of my color book, throw it away, and then start all over. I don't care if I was almost done, if I'd been working on it however long. Nope, I had to start over on a new one. My mom did learn eventually, like, to buy me the one-sided color books, you know, because I was wasting that second side if I made a mistake. But I'm also the kid that in kindergarten, which I went to kindergarten in Germany, by the way. In kindergarten, they said we could not have erasers because they wanted us to see our mistakes. And as soon as I made a mistake, I quit working. I was the exception in my class. I got to use an eraser in kindergarten. So it's funny when sometimes some of these little off bits don't bother me. It's like, really? That doesn't bother me? Yeah. For some reason, some of them do, some of them don't. It just depends. I don't know what it depends on. Well, my brain, whatever way my brain, I guess, that day decides is okay. That's what's okay. I guess some days it's more lenient than the others. Okay, so we'll get this fourth one out of here. All right. So now we're just going to put them. Ooh, timber. We're just going to put them on the sides here. I am going to go ahead and use my crazy glue just because I don't want to have to hold them even for a second. So, use my tweezers. Hold on to the bottom of the page because I'm just going to give it a bit of a swipe. Doesn't need to be much. And we're just going to go like, so they're not like perfectly lined up. They're kind of like a little bit to the side. I think it's just to cover up the edges of these where the shelves went in. And then, whoop, and then a bigger one. It's gonna go this way, and they're just gonna kind of cross. Okay, and then we're gonna go with a little one again. You know what? I need to trim up that edge. I knew I seen white there. Okay, and it's going to go just, and I didn't even cover up all the the spots from the shells. That's okay. They don't bother me. And then our last big one. Just trying to see. I think I need to trim a little bit here. Okay. So there we have, I guess, some little, I don't even know what they are. Maybe some announcements or something? I'm not sure. All right. So here is our finished first bookshelf. We've got all of our books. We've got a little pot. I don't know. We've got our vase. We've got our maps. And we've got some announcements maybe. So, all right, guys. I know we're only just at half an hour, but I did this video right after I did last one. So I've been working at it for a minute, and it is it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired finally, so I think I'm gonna call it here today. And because the next video we are going to be cutting out some more books and gluing them to some more of the wooden, see, I'm tired, my brain's shutting down, the little wooden squares. We're going to do that. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 books in the next one, okay? So, and then we'll put a bookshelf, and then we'll stack them and put another shelf together. All right, sounds good. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this one. I like when I get to put them together finally. This is the fun part, guys. This is why I cut out all those book covers and glued all those books, you know, because this was the fun part. This is the part I enjoy. And then when I put it into the little nook, it'll just look so cute. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time to do some more books. So everybody, have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be, and be safe. Bye.